gonna get cold anyway. But this is like, you know, food, meat and stuff. So I'm basically trading meat for meat. I could not take your potatoes. I do have a lot of rice and stuff. Hold on. Let's reverse that a bit. I'll take meat for vegetables. We'll do that. I want to sell you probably, that's probably gonna be too much, but let's try it. Nah, that's not quite what I wanted to do. Yeah, all right. They do have 1,000 money, so hold on. Let's go with 3,000. I could spare 3,000 rice. That's too much rice. Let's put a 5 on that and take this down to a 2. That's pretty fucking close. Holy shit. There we go. All right. Now I can get some floors done. Nice. And I get some meat and shit. So, like, yeah, that works out good. Cleaning dirt. Could I get you instead of that? Can I get you to haul the meat in? Armadillo's waking up as well, so I might as well grab you to get some meat hauled in. Just whoever's kind of like awake at this time. That kind of stuff. Low food, huh? Dangerously low food. Sorry, what? 4 bars of food in storage is 619. Colonists, prisoners getting food is 233. That's not accurate because it's not counting the colonists that aren't currently home. Days worth of food in storage is 2. Oh my god, people, we only have 2 days worth of food. Shit. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I don't know about you guys, but like the 23,000 rice out in the paddock should be fine. Let me just request a harvest, you know. There we go. Just in case. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll scrap through this one just barely. I'm out, you guys. I know some of you are probably a bit stressed. Dosworth, what are you doing, mate? Why are you bleeding? Go back. No worries. I'll be here. We've got all my medicine and shit. We are making components. Do I have spare components? Yes. I have 13 spare components. Okay. That means... What did I put on hold earlier? Kitchens? I do need my kitchens to come up. But before I add more, let's get the extra batteries online. Get them first, because they're only going to use like 2 components each. They'll get us all the battery storage we could need at the minute. And then I want to get more... I want to get a couple of the solar on this corner made, because that will power the turrets down this corner better. That will give us some corner turrets, and then yeah, if I end up hooking up that... Have I got the power going all the way through there? Hold on. Yeah. Alright, so I could hook up a couple of these along the way. That would give me turrets up along this line. That'd be pretty good. Eventually, we will have turrets online. I just haven't got around to making them because, you know, no steel, no components and shit. But now we've got 13 components. Now that we've got Nat off the fucking machine, which is nice, we have, like, mind you, I think Nat's still working in the area. We've got Red. Red's working on it at the moment. Yeah, he's doing a lot better job because Nat keeps getting distracted with other shit. Like, he keeps going and working on other stuff. Also, so these thrombo horns and shit, I can use those as weapons. I can also sell them for great money, but yeah, I need to get some weapons back on people. I just hate having to do that because, yeah, it takes a bit. It's not so much an issue, it's just gets tedious. Like this kind of thing, like Felicia, I need you to come down here and get a weapon at some point. Because at the moment, it's not so much that people can't do hunting. It's a lot more to do with the fact that when I eventually get raided, all of my people that had weapons, that do not... Oh, hold on, there we go. That don't currently have weapons are gonna just absolutely freak out. And, like, I won't be able to defend myself in the moment. I kind of want 10s and above, because I don't have many melee weapons. I just got rid of a whole heap of bolt-action rifles for this quest. I might save the masterwork for somebody else. That one's taken. Got a sword here. Yeah, equip that. I have to do this every so often because, like, after obviously we had a heat wave, just really recently. So obviously everybody dropped their weapons. Like, can't walk. Okay, well, when you can walk, all right, you just won't let me do that. That's fine. You don't get a gun. Mo should have a gun. She's a fucking complete psycho with these things. Let's try to find you a nice gun. Maybe that one. Is that taken? Please, she is taking that. Okay, get you the chain. Get you the LMG. LMG might work. Oh no, wait. There's a minigun behind here. There's a masterwork. That'd be better for you. And we're also about to hit an ad, just as a heads up. Obviously, like, when I'm doing something like this, I can't obviously just, like, trigger the ad reminder just hot quick. But, yeah, that's coming. I want to give you the masterwork. I want somebody that's higher in melee. That's a good plasteel. Okay. 11. I must admit, it's generally, like, at the minute, it's being pretty peaceful. Which is why I'm trying to equip them with guns. If I don't do it now, I could pretty much guarantee that once shit hits the fan, with whatever is coming, like, I'll need this stuff. I just want to make sure we have at least a half fighting chance. Like, a lot of my people don't have guns. A lot of the people that do need guns, I can't make guns. At least at the moment, like, yeah, steel makes components, right? Steel is incredibly important in my colony in the long run. This is why at my previous locations, we stockpiled like tens of thousands of it because, like, I knew I would need it. The problem that I had is that we had to abandon it at the last location because of the glitchy match. So, because we left so much fucking behind, like, I just don't have those resources here. And basically what's happened is, like, I need steel for infrastructure, electricity, stuff like that. I need steel for basically, like, you know, their cooking shit. Steel for coolers. I need steel for the purpose of, like, making guns and armor. Stuff. I would like to get them armor eventually. That would be nice. And then, what else? I'd like to also, I guess I could equip you with a thrombo horn. I'll give you a thrombo horn for now. I need, obviously, steel to make components and stuff. Because, like, eventually, there is a point in time where you just need it to make shit, to make other shit, kind of thing. Like, there's also hospital beds require it. There's a lot of use around my colony for steel. So yeah, I kind of try to get a lot of it, as much as I can, as often as I can. But obviously, like, it gets used up non-stop. So I'm constantly, like, running out of it. And there's things constantly breaking down that need to be repaired. And yeah, before I know it, we're back to square one, always needing steel. No matter what I've done in playthroughs and stuff, once you get past a few hundred people, you kind of just need, like, a shit ton of it. I don't know on the standard playthrough that most people experience if this much steel is really something that's needed. I'm guessing not, but I don't know. I guess because the other thing too is my base is really, really spread out. So a standard base would be everything's kind of, like, butted up beside each other. So you kind of know that, or actually there's chimpanzee. Who am I up to? I'm up to Ender. All right. You kind of know that on, like, a basic playthrough, you have, what do you call it? Everybody's, like, buildings and stuff are really, really close together. So you don't really have to worry so much about a lot of materials to make, like, bedrooms and freezers and kitchens and all sorts of shit, right? I decide to go fucking grand. So when I start building, like, I think you guys can tell, like, we've needed a few resources. Specifically, we needed a fuck ton of slate. Then obviously, like, I have a lot of solar and shit, so we needed a fair bit of metal for that. And then, like, floors eventually needed, and all sorts of stuff. Like, I'll need floors in here eventually. I want to speed up production and shit in here eventually, but for the minute, the floors are, like, my, like, third priority. They're at the back of the list. Somebody made a masterwork, which is great, but I'm still in the process of equipping stuff. I also want to get to a point where everybody has a weapon, and then I can use the neurotrainers. The reason for that is I want to get shit out of my storage. Anything that should be used, while we have, like, fuck bugger all, I just want to get people in and using stuff so that we actually have room for supplies and shit. I also want to stop storing, like, blocks inside if I can, or store them alternatively outside, like, my main storage. Somebody's having a punch up at the moment, and I can't do jack shit about it. We're nearly there. We've only got, like, a few more people to go. Pretty much once everybody's got themselves a gun or a melee weapon, like, eventually we will run out of melee weapons, because that happens really, really quickly in most cases. This case, this stands for you can stay there. You're like a 12 Nina. I thought I had a really good gun, but I'm realizing I keep thinking of this legendary fucking spear, and that's not a gun. Although the way my people use guns in this colony, I've got to admit, a gun and a spear is basically the same thing. It's literally the image, like, side by side. It's the same thing meme. Because, like, my people don't associate them as being, like, a different creature. They're just like, oh, I have a gun. Let me run into battle head first and shank my enemies with, like, the butt of the gun or something like that. Like, I know, obviously, if it was one of those ones that have, like, you know, the knife on the front of it, that would make total sense. But that's not really the kind of guns I happen to have in my colony. Like, I don't know if they do or not, but yeah, my people just like to bludgeon. They like to bludgeon people with fucking solid ass, like, fucking gun butts. I don't know if maybe bullets are an issue for my people. Obviously, this is RimWorld, so bullets aren't really a thing here. But still, my people act like it is. They act like it's one of the late seasons of The Walking Dead where, like, bullets are becoming scarce and, like, they have to conserve them by all means. So they just, like, run up and be like, I have a gun and I'm not afraid to use it, and just, like, fucking use it like a club. That's exactly what they do. Brawler will be unhappy. Okay, so what do you want then? If you're probably going to tantrum if I give you a gun. So, I mean a melee weapon. Usually if it comes up saying, like, Brawler's going to be unhappy or something like that, unless I need colonists to be armed, like, I can bypass that one. We don't have that many weapons and we have plenty of colonists, so I'm sure I can find something. Also, Chet, I've been looking for you. Taking your fucking life down a peg, because I've seen you tantruming all fucking hell for a long time. I keep seeing Chet's name. Ever since Salvation, our first location, this is our third, for anybody that's new in. Since our very, very first location, Chet has just been having an absolute fucking shit fit. Punch-ups, all kinds of things. So I just wanted to kind of revoke his life privileges. Just a smidge. Just so that if something happens in the future, he's a little less likely to pull through and stay here. Because basically what happens is anybody in my colony that starts shit or constantly is problematic, I kind of just revoke their life privileges until they are no longer entitled to any level of care. Mate, have I got a skill trainer for you? Because I need to get him. Actually, hold on. What have I got? Intellectual. I need you to be slightly more shooting. Medical. Animals. I need this guy to do, like, I could buff his melee, but I want him to have a gun. Because, like, holy shit, if that's not even as fuck. Plants. I guess you're getting the melee trainer. Where did I put that? That one? Probably this. Yeah. Guess what, mate? You're getting a little bit buffed on melee. I need this to be slightly higher than the other, or otherwise they're gonna complain. Like, he's gonna probably complain anyway, but I'm gonna make the decision for him that he's gonna want a melee weapon, and then he's gonna want this uranium gladius with this a masterwork, and he'll be half decent at fighting then. So, unfortunately, he's probably, based on his skill set, he's probably coded for hunting. Actually, hold on. Where are you, mate? He'll be coming up here. Noskabara and stuff. Actually, I'll see him come down here for the masterwork eventually, so I'll look for him in a bit. Are you the one with the silver spear? No, it's plasteel. I was gonna say, I'm like, we had a silver spear at some point. Yeah, Baikal May. So what I want you to do... Actually, hold on. Because you've got, like, fucking next to nothing. But you could learn some shit. I don't need you to be artistic. Actually, honestly, it wouldn't hurt him to learn any fucking skill. Let's give you plants. Let's buff you double up with plants. Animals wouldn't hurt. I could definitely do with extra hands with animals. I don't need you to be an intellectual too low to begin with. What is the skill trainer? Can't do medical. Yeah, okay, so you're gonna get like a few things. I'll have to come back and find Bree in my group. Buff up their skills. They're not gonna be much, but like it's better than nothing. Alright. In case I forget, if somebody wants to remind me about Bree, like think of it like cheese. Like you can slap me with Bree in like 5 minutes when I'm done like allocating stuff, so I can go back and make sure he's got points allocated to like fucking plants or whatever. They are going ham in their building because we've got silver now. Most of these people have got... Jesus Christ, look at them go. Anyway. I need another melee weapon. I'm kind of running low on melee. This one. Alright. A few of my people are also pacifists as well. Not everybody in my colony is a homicidal maniac, surprisingly. Like, a few of them are actually, like, kind of calm and whatnot. Hey, Rin. How the fuck you been? It feels like it's been a fucking while, eh? You. Terrible. Yeah, I want you to have the spear. What the fuck you up to, Rin? Long. The yippies. I'm just trying to get all my people to have their weapons because we've had like heat waves and stuff and everybody's kind of like dropped their shit, so I'm just sending them back in here. Unfortunately, I'm down to like 2 masterworks. Oh no, there's a poor aqua thing, whatever. Mace. It's a mace. You can take that. Be fine. Finally free from my nightmare X. Holy shit. I didn't know you had a Nightmare X. Last I knew, I think you were like fucking sick and sick again and then really fucking sick. That's as much as I was aware of. But yeah, no, congrats. I didn't know that, but I'm glad for you. I'm proud of you. I hope you've been well and whatnot. I was actually thinking the other day, I'm like, because I was watching an older video and I'm like, I wonder how Rin is. Because the funny thing is, sometimes, like, when people leave comments on my YouTube videos, right, I sometimes have to go back and watch the video because I don't know what the fuck they're commenting on, depending on how old the video is. And so every so often, I just come across, like, one where I have to sit down and watch it. And I'm like, oh, you know, I was having this conversation with this person and that was going on. And I'm like, man, it's nice to, like, I don't know, just see, like, the familiar faces, I guess, pop up and whatnot. And, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I'm pretty sure, like, your name was there, Triantha's messages were popping up, all sorts of stuff was going on. I'm like, that's nice. But yeah, I don't know. The colony's still alive. That's the thing that's going on. This Friday, I'm not streaming tomorrow and Thursday, but this Friday I'm doing a 12-hour Rim Connect stream with a fresh colony for my 2nd year stream anniversary. So, you know, if you want to come and, like, create havoc and go crazy and shit, go for it. You'll have 12 hours to, like, come by and, like, do that. You can either try to help me keep my people alive, or you can obviously be the thing that's trying to kill it. Anybody that manages to kill my colony, not this colony, but like the colony that I'll have for the day and stuff, anybody that manages to kill that colony, as long as the name's safe for work, I'll have that name on my avatar somewhere for the whole day. So, however many times people manage to kill off my colony, yeah, I'll be wearing that as a badge for the day, basically. So that should be pretty fun. I'm going to have like a colony where I'm just mostly trying to keep them alive. And if they die, we start again, except that people then have points from the get-go. So that makes it even harder every progressive time I die. So yeah, it should be pretty interesting. What are you carrying? Cloth. Okay. Long story short, I was accused of SA and was dragged to court for that BS. I couldn't freaking walk when it happened, but I needed to prove it wasn't anywhere near her because the idiot judge couldn't figure out how somebody unable to walk SA somebody. Pretty much, as long as you've got hands, you can crawl, and therefore the logic is sound. But no, that fucking sucks. I hate to say this, but unfortunately, like, I know like several people that have been accused like you, and I really think it's disgusting that like people keep doing this, you know, to people like you if you haven't done anything, because obviously you've been acquitted or whatever by now, because you're not clearly in prison and shit. So like, yeah, I think it's fucking scummy that people even do that in the first place. Like I understand if there's a misunderstanding and you want it legally proven, that's kind of okay, but like the whole, oh, you know, threatening and then taking somebody to court over something they didn't do, like basically running their name through the mud, that's disgusting. I know you're melee, mate, but like, if I got any other melee weapons that you could take, I got a thrombo horn. That'll do. Oh, that'll do. She paid for defamation, mental and emotional damage caused by her accusations. Yeah, but the thing is, like, it will always be something that, like, to basically, like, your friends and families, anybody that has known of this stuff, it's always going to be in the background that somebody accused you of this, you know. I don't know about, like, job history stuff where you are, but I know that, like, generally if you've gone to court for something, I'm pretty sure in Australia, it only shows up what you've been, not necessarily what you've been accused of, but like it shows any kind of like charges and stuff. Obviously, only if they're like applied and stuff. I don't know. I don't know how to get into deep nitty-gritty of that stuff. I don't have enough information on it to like talk about it well. But like I used to do police history checks for employees and stuff that were joining the company I used to work for. And I've seen a lot of things, and a lot of people automatically just be like, oh my stars, my heavens, whatever, because God forbid there's something horrible on there. But, you know, in most cases, if it's happened years ago, or it wasn't even, like, if it's been contested but, like, proven false, like, the person doesn't fucking know, you know? My friend group decreased by 3/4 at least. That's fucking awful. And the worst part is that there's always going to be somebody in amongst your friend group or family or something like that that's like never fully gonna believe you either. And that's awful, because even though proven not, there's still just the weight of that will always be in the background, unfortunately. Like, obviously, I hope you are doing well, both like physically and psychologically with everything. But that could not have been an easy thing to like deal with, and to be like, I don't know, moving past and shit at this point. I'm not talking with my sister anymore because either I realized she was supporting my ex when countersuit And that's another thing too, is also the people that adamantly like just believed the other person. I don't know how best to say this, but you know, it's the lack of trust in who you are kind of thing. I don't know how to put that into words better than that, but that's just like the best way I can say it, is like the people that automatically jumped on the opposite bandwagon are just, you know, don't have to be in your life because they're shit. I don't know. I know that there's like some stuff that I'm just not good at like putting into words. This is one of those things. Like, I genuinely feel for you. I know that like there's a lot of people that have been in your boat and stuff, and it just burns me up inside. And because it burns me up inside, I can't articulate a fucking sentence about it because I have so much rage surrounding the topic. So, and obviously I want to be positive about it, because obviously everything's not perfectly okay now for you, but like it's getting better kind of thing. And I'm happy that it is getting better now. Even if you had to lose some people, I guess the thing was they were never on your side to begin with, you know? That's how I'd look at it. Actually, let's get you a better gun than that. There we go. I'll do it. It sucks. I mean, it feels like life prepared me for this shit of how bad my luck has been. Honestly, you have really, really bad luck, but I don't think it's that. I really just think that there are some people out there that are disgusting examples of human beings. Yes, I said beans. But yeah, there's just some horrible people out there that don't deserve to have love in their life, you know. And that person is obviously one of them. And they don't get to have somebody nice like you in their life, you know. And they obviously didn't appreciate it. So, yeah. Either way, I hope that if you do choose to, you know, date again and stuff like that, I hope that like the next person is like really somebody that treasures you and like obviously cares about you and would never do some bullshit like that to you, you know. But I also understand that like trusting a new relationship like that would be quite something, you know. That's how I viewed it too. Help me realize who your real friends and family are, not just because it's comfortable or useful. Yeah. Hell no, after her PTSD. Yeah, no, I'm not surprised by that. That's why I said if. Legrand can't walk. It's fine. I'll leave Legrand where they are. Wait, are you spine shattered? I don't have a spine for you, mate. Can I make you one? Just throw down a spine order. There we go. We'll get a spine built for Legrand, okay? Also, thank you for hydrate, Ren. Yeah, no. I'm sure in some capacity, you'll probably either have or will need in the future, if you choose to like start dating at some point down the track. You'll probably require some like level of like therapy and support and stuff, reassurance and all that sort of stuff, because it'll be a huge step if you choose to date again. And it's perfectly okay if you don't, as long as obviously life brings you happiness, whatever you choose to do, however you choose to do it. I'm one of those people that doesn't need to be in a relationship to be happy myself, but so if for me it's a little bit different. Like some people do need to obviously have a loved one, have somebody that they can like hold and cuddle and stuff like that. I'm indifferent, so it doesn't matter to me. Like single or not, I'm fine. So like I don't know. A grasshopper in the encampment. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. Depending on what happens in the future. The main thing is I just hope that like it's good. Because holy shit. Like the kind of sickness, I think breaking your leg, the extra hospital for the next sickness, this. That's been a, like, how long have I known you? Hold on. Does it tell me how long? At least since February. Okay. So it's been like most of this year that I've known you. That is a lot of stuff. That's like